Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa. This channel used to be called Tarot by Melissa, so if you've been looking for me under that name, then you are in the right place. Today's reading is going to be looking into the question, how are they currently viewing you? So we're really going to try to understand your person's perspective today on you and this connection, kind of getting into their thoughts, how they perceive you, and a little bit of how they're feeling about the situation. Remember that this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so messages may not resonate specifically with every single viewer out there. So if anything feels confusing or feels like it doesn't really fit, for your specific situation, that's totally normal and that's okay. Just release those messages, let them go, and respect that they're for someone else out there in the collective. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. All right, so let's go ahead and select your reading. If you're drawn to reading 1, we'll be working with this Love Chords card. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we have the Integrity card. And if you're drawn to reading number 3, we have the Perfect Match card. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. Think about your person, how they're currently viewing or perceiving you. Go ahead and select the card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose. And when you're ready, scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected the Love Chords Oracle card, this is going to be your message. Today we're looking into how your person is currently viewing or perceiving you. So you guys have the Love Chords Oracle card. And you also have the Crone coming through as well, with the number 13 is making me think about the Death card. So this is a very interesting message. So Group 1, this is definitely a spiritual connection. Like, I feel without a doubt that you and this person are spiritually connected, maybe even telepathically connected with each other. It's like whether you talk to them physically or verbally or not, there is always that sense that they're there with you. And this person could be thinking about that a lot when they're thinking about this connection. Like, maybe you're always in their mind, or you always are just kind of in their auric field for some reason. Like, they feel this attachment to you, this draw, this pull. This person might be feeling like this is a very magical connection for them, or that there's just something mystical about it, especially with the Crone being here, because the Crone has to do with like psychic abilities, wisdom, clairvoyance, right? So again, it's making me feel like this person sees you in this way. Like, they see you as being very wise. Maybe they see you as being a psychic or all-knowing in some capacity. But I feel like the way they view this connection is like it's telepathic. There's something spiritual here from their perspective. We also have the Death energy with number 13. The Death card was coming up for me. So I feel like this person, there could be something that they're associating with the topic of change or transition as it pertains to this connection as well. Like, you're part of their transformation at this time, or something about this connection could be changing at this time. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So Spirit, how is Group 1's person currently viewing them at this time? How do they view my Pile 1 viewers, please, Spirit? How does this person currently view this connection? And my Pile number 1 viewers, 10 of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups, Six of Wands. And then we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Part of me feels, for some of you, like I'm looking at this mother and this little child here, that I wonder if, especially with all of this spiritual connection energy that I'm getting, I feel like for some of you guys, this could be an energy of you kind of helping this person heal their inner child wounds, because there is this sense of like transitioning or moving on from things that are troubling us. This is the first thing that stood out to me, was like this child in the mother's arms. And so I think there's something about that is being like pulled up with this person, or that you're playing a role in, whether you realize this or not. I feel like this person, like I'm drawn to the little, like the red that the little child is wearing. And when I'm thinking of the color red, I'm thinking of power. I'm also thinking about standing out. You know, red, it's a very bright color. It stands out. It's bold. And so I'm wondering if there's something around power or boldness or standing out that this person is healing at this time. Or maybe that you're healing at this time. Could be mirrored energy for some of you. But how are they viewing you, and how are they viewing this connection? So I definitely feel, because I feel like a lot of this is more subconscious, which is a lot of what's happening with these love cords. I think that this person stresses a lot about this connection. I do think that they're in their head a lot with the 10 and the 9 of Swords being here. I feel like this person, I think at one point they felt like there may have been like a point of no return for this connection, or that things had kind of hit rock bottom from their perspective. And again, it's interesting, guys, because with the love cords, it's making me feel like this is all happening more spiritually or more mentally in their head, in the spiritual realm. Like I feel like for some of you, you might not even know that this person was going through all of this turmoil behind the scenes. Maybe some of you do. But yeah, for some of them, I feel like there's this energy of this connection maybe hitting rock bottom at one point, or them feeling very burnt out from it, or feeling like it had hit a point of no return. But it's interesting because we're going backwards from the 10 to the 9. The 9 is like the worst of the worst. I keep being drawn to the sun coming up though, and I think that's what's leading me here to this 9 of Swords, where it feels like they do still think a lot about it. They are still overthinking things, or kind of in their head. But I do feel like there's a sense of turning the corner in a positive direction and moving forward into like a calmer like space with you. This person may also, I feel, for a lot of my group 1 viewers, especially if you identify as a woman or you are more of like the feminine presence in this connection, I think that they view you sometimes as an overthinker too. Like I think you guys both do it, but I'm just noticing that all of these, our other cards are men, and then we have a woman, and we have a woman over here, right? And it's just making me feel like if you are like that, they view you guys as being like anxious or an overthinker as well. But there's also this beautiful like heart space energy here with the Page of Cups. So I feel like this person cares for you. I mean, I think that they may have a little crush on you. They have affection for you, for sure. For some of you guys, if this person is healing inner child wounds right now, or they're triggered by you in some way or in that way, Spirit is saying it's important to remember that this person is still maybe in an emotionally immature space, or they're not as understanding of the depth of their emotions. Like the Page of Cups is more childlike, you know, or more kind of new to exploring emotion. You know, it's not as deep as like the King of Cups, if that makes sense. So I think that Spirit is just wanting you to be aware of that they may not be able to go like super deep yet, because it's still new for them to kind of be in touch with their feelings in this way. I feel like there's still some prideful energy that they're dealing with the Six of Wands. There's definitely like a sense here, though, that things are progressing in a positive direction, group one. So, like, how are they viewing you and how are they viewing this connection? It feels like we're going from a space where things were really difficult or things had hit rock bottom and we're progressing into success here, right? Like the Page of Cups and the Six of Wands is saying, like, this person cares for you. I think they see you as being very sweet. I think they also see you as a leader, or maybe this is their energy of leadership as well. But the Six of Wands has to do with success and recognition and being seen, which is really interesting because those are kind of the same energies that I was getting with that little child there wearing the red. Let's keep going. What else, please, Spirit? How are they perceiving group one at this time? How are they perceiving group one? Aphrodite, passion. Well, I can tell you they think that you're very beautiful. It's interesting too because we have the Spider Woman at the bottom, universal connection, which is kind of tying me back to the love chords and the crone as well. Like there's something about you, group one, for this person that you're very beautiful on the outside, maybe very youthful in age or just have a youthful energy about you. But they see that you carry so much wisdom within. And there is this sense that the two of you are interconnected or intertwined in some way in the spirit realm. Aphrodite is the goddess of love. And I'm looking at the guidebook here. Aphrodite teaches us to own our sexuality and be in touch with the material pleasures of the world. Think about what you've been passionate about and let that be a clue to reveal the answer you're looking for. So whatever you're curious about with this person, like how they're perceiving you, I feel like it's very much like connected to something that you're very passionate about, or maybe that they're very passionate about, that they see you as being very abundant and prosperous in. Let's continue. Group one. How is this person currently perceiving group number one, please, Spirit? We have closed gates, not the right time, and misalignment. And pretending. Someone is not being authentic. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have insecurities, low self-esteem, and self-doubt. Yeah, I feel like that this is a big part of like what is going on with this 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords energy. And especially because this is like coming out with Aphrodite underneath of it with like this really beautiful, bold, passionate energy. Like it just feels to me like this person, when they look in the mirror, they don't see themselves clearly, right? Or they see the broken aspects of themselves, or they're allowing those broken metaphorical aspects of themselves to kind of maybe project onto you a little bit, group one. I think that a lot of what this person projects out with this Six of Wands is not the reality. Because I think there is something about being very confident that this person likes to portray, or being a leader. Maybe this person just kind of naturally draws a lot of attention, or maybe they're very attractive and they lead with that at times, or just get noticed for that. But there's something going on within, it's like this energy here. This is the internal, and this is kind of like the external, what they put out. Let's keep going. And for some of you, maybe a lot of this is happening in the spirit realm because you guys are not connecting right now with the closed gate. It could also be this person's very closed off at their heart space right now. I also think if you guys do communicate with this person, the Page of Cups is like what all they're able to give right now, right? Just like very sporadic and surface level communication. Let's keep going. How do they view or perceive group one? Trustworthy. You can trust this connection. Okay. Fear of the unknown is why you're settling. And we have play with this fire and you will get burned. So they are very afraid of opening up more to you because they're afraid of getting hurt, group one. I think it's coming back to this little child stuff here. I think trust is big with this person. I think they have a hard time trusting, but part of it is like they don't allow themselves to open up and be truly vulnerable. And that's really the only way that you can find out if you can trust someone is through kind of putting yourself out there and seeing what happens. So right now, I think that this person is kind of like showing me as being a bit stuck in this space, right? Like they are afraid of opening up. They're emotionally maybe a little bit stunted when it comes to this situation due to some inner child wounds. I do feel a sense that this person sees you as being very dependable, group one, with the trustworthy energy. Like there is something predictable about this connection or predictable about you that I think is helpful. Okay, so we're going to close it out by looking at how they perceive your energy more directly, and then we'll take a look at how they're feeling, and then we'll be done, group one. So how does this person truly perceive spirit, my group one viewers? Seductive. That makes sense with Aphrodite. Sensual lover. You're very enticing. We also have exotic, unusual connection. So maybe the way you guys know this person is just kind of weird. Or there's something about the connection that's a bit non-traditional or out of the box. And then we have in touch, good communication. We do also have the energy of mismatched, difficult pairing at the bottom. This is interesting too, because I'm getting a different message from this card. Wet paint. Like she sat down on this bench before it was ready to be sat down in. And I feel like that's part of what's happening here is like maybe where the mismatch is coming from is that you, my viewer, are a bit more advanced in your healing process and your willingness to be open and communicative, where this person with this Page of Cups is really not there yet. They're not on your level. So it's like kind of a metaphor here where like they're the wet bench and you're the woman here in this card, like sitting down and expecting too much of this bench that it's ready to give, then it's ready to give, if that makes sense. What are their emotions toward group one right now, please, Spirit? What are their emotions right now towards group one? We do have the energy of romantic coming through. So there's definitely romantic feelings here that make sense with the Aphrodite and the Page of Cups. What else, please, Spirit? Focused. feel like this person could be a bit obsessive at times. We have calm. And we have butterflies. Ooh. Okay. Well, there's definitely romantic energy here. Group 1, I think it might feel a little confusing for you guys at times though, because they are so shy and because this person like is in their head a lot. I do think that they only have eyes for you though, with this focused energy. And I think this calm, in a way is kind of touching on what I was talking about earlier, where things are getting better, right? Like we're moving into calmer waters with the Six of Swords. So I do think that they are feeling more relaxed about things today as we're tapping into this energy than maybe they have felt in the past. But there are still some fears. There are still some walls up. But I think with that trustworthy, I was really kind of getting this sense of relief when I tapped into that card specifically, because it's like there is something about you that is bringing some stability or predictability for this person. And I think that that's helping them to slowly open up and, let their paint dry, if that makes sense. So this is what I see, group 1. This was a really interesting, very spiritual energy between you and this person. Very interesting read. Comment below, please. Let me know what's been happening with your person, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye. Hey, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So if you all selected the Integrity Oracle card, this will be your message, and we are looking into how your person is currently viewing you and or this connection. So we do have integrity coming through. And from the archetype deck, we have the unseen. Okay. So group number 2. Ooh, I just got dizzy. Okay. I feel, something about this connection that does feel, I think, a bit overwhelming to this person, just because I randomly got dizzy tapping into this energy. So integrity and the unseen, there could be a really heavy spiritual element to this connection with the unseen being here. This card talks about psychic abilities, intuition, even our ancestors being nearby and guarding us or guiding us through a time. So that could be significant to your person or to you, as in the way they're viewing you. But there's something beneath the surface for this person that I feel is off. Okay. And integrity really talks about, does this situation align with our values and our principles? And that is kind of dictating the way this person moves when it comes to you. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, how does pile number 2's person currently view my group 2 viewers and this connection? Miss Queen of Cups flying out of the deck onto the floor, so we're going to take that. How does group 2 view my pile number 2 viewers? The Wheel of Fortune. The Hanged Man. The Empress with the World. I'm getting a lot of messages here, group 2. So one thing that I want to share with you guys is that I think that this person is kind of connecting this connection to a cycle that they're closing out, or a chapter that they could be closing out at this time, with the World being here at the bottom of the deck. And I feel this has to do with this person potentially like having a wife or a spouse for a lot of you guys. um, the way that they view you is this Queen of Cups, this beautiful Queen of Cups. This is the first card that flew out of the deck, okay? And it flew onto the floor. And so part of me feels like this person like has been maybe a little haphazard or careless with some of you, especially with that Wheel of Fortune being there. I feel like this person sees this connection as being not always consistent or not stable. Like there's a lot of ups and downs, or maybe there's some sort of random energy to it where you guys are just not permanently together all the time. But there's cycles, like there's cycles that you guys go through. This Queen of Cups is telling me this person is viewing you as very loving, very compassionate, very caring, very sweet. They may even love you for some of you guys. You know your situation better than me. The Queen of Cups can be like when someone really loves us, or they see us as being very loving toward them. And I feel like that there's like that dizzy energy that I was getting at the beginning of this reading is symbolizing like how overwhelming that feels for this person. Because I do feel that there is a moral conflict here for them with integrity. Because they feel this connection to you spiritually, intuitively, beneath the surface, even if they've never said anything to you about how they feel or you guys have never talked about it, it's like they feel it very strong, but they also understand that maybe there's something about it that's not fully aligned with their values of who they want to be. And so I feel like with this Hanged Man, this person right now, it's just really interesting because we have this, you're over here, your energy with this Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is more movement. It's like moving around with the Wheel of Fortune. Like it's up, it's down, it's here, it's not here. There's a cycle, a cyclic energy to this. And then we have this Hanged Man and this Empress where we've got the Empress feminine energy being put on pause, right? And this is where I feel like this person might have a wife, a spouse, a partner. For some of you, it may even be like their mom or something like that, but maybe there's like a family values energy to this more so, or like a family obligation aspect to this versus like a wife is family too, but you guys get what I mean. Like there's something about this situation where it's like they need to kind of pull back their energy to see a new perspective here. And I feel like it's because of this Empress that's here, this wife energy, this spouse energy. I think that this person really like gets a lot of emotional support from you, but they feel like it's not consistent with the Wheel of Fortune. And it's possible that it really just can't be consistent because of their commitments elsewhere. And it was interesting too, because we have this Queen of Swords underneath of the World as well. And so it's making me feel like there's a lot of feminine energy in this spread where this person, you know, I'm definitely getting there's two parties, like you and someone else. Maybe there's a third one here as well, 3 different feminine energies. But the Queen of Swords can be like a divorce, right? Like a divorcee, somebody who's been through a lot. And so they've had to be very discerning about movement forward in love. And so that could be your person's energy, but it could also be this Empress that's here as well. Okay, so how does the Pile 2's person view them, please, Spirit? How does Pile 2's person view them? We have a DT, creation. And we also have love at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like you are the embodiment of love to this person. Creation is so beautiful too. Let's take a look at this in the guidebook because I don't know all these goddesses by heart. So, okay. Goddess of the universe, Aditi, is empowering you to create at will. Be the change you want to see in this world. Go out and make it happen. And maybe that's how they view you. Because you're so compassionate, maybe they view you as being somebody who puts your compassion into action. But I also feel that this is another big part of how they're viewing this connection, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. Go out and make it happen. With this Wheel of Fortune being here, I feel like this person wants to kind of direct things in a new way here. But it's like before they're able to do that, they've got to reflect on this other situation over here. Let's continue. Group 2. Spirit. How does group 2 view this connection with my group 2 viewers of my spirit? Okay. We have love. You care about each other deeply. Okay. Friendship. Just friends, wingman, build some more. So for some of you guys, this may not be a third party situation. For some of you guys, I feel like this could be just like the natural progression of how this person feels about you, right? Like maybe they're starting to like fall for you and they want like more of that consistency with you in their life. Because like the Empress is sort of an energy that's more elevated than the Queens, right? Like she is somebody that's going to be more like she's mastered all of the elements of the suits of the Queens, right? She's kind of a blend of the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the wands all together. So I see it as like a step up, but maybe it's like they're feeling like they need to reflect because they want to build it to more, but maybe they're not fully ready. They're kind of reflecting on this. We do have the energy of needing space, time away from each other here. So the Hanged Man makes a lot of sense. I do feel like you and this person maybe haven't been speaking as often as you used to. But they really have a lot of love for you, group 2. I feel like almost this person was falling in love with you, even if they haven't told you this. And I feel like it was under this guise of friendship. And maybe it's like, even though they were saying it's friendship, intuitively they knew that it was more for them. This is so interesting. But yeah, with that integrity, it just makes me feel like there's something about this situation that they had to pull back from it because it didn't align with their values. Like they either already have somebody, group number 2, or maybe they have a hang up about going from friendship to lover, or there could just be something else about it that compromises their integrity. Okay. How does this person truly view this connection with my group 2 viewers, please, Spirit? For the streets. Never sits down, no time for a relationship. Okay. Romance. Your emotional needs will be met with this connection. We do also have entertainment. This one likes dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then we have perfectly imperfect. Allow this connection to establish its own vibe. So you and this person might not have really had there's just something a bit unique about this situation, group 2, I feel like, where you were kind of friends, but like deep down, maybe this person felt like there was more to it than that. But this person is like, I don't even think that they want a commitment with anybody. So even if they are with someone else right now, the Hanged Man is like, they're putting that person on pause as well as putting you on pause. They do see that their romantic needs would be met with this connection. With that Queen of Cups, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. So how does this person truly view my group number 2 viewers, please, Spirit? How do they perceive their energy? We have idealistic, seeking perfection. We have nurturing, fulfilled needs. And we have fun loving, good times. But see, then we have aloof. So maybe you guys pulled back your energy here and it wasn't really them. Because there's definitely like a sense that there's a disconnect, or this person doesn't fully have access to you anymore in the same way that they used to. They see you as having high standards. They see you, again, this is like this Queen of Cups energy. Like you are very nurturing and caring and loving in this person's eyes. And I feel like this person is associating you with this friendship energy of like having fun and enjoying one another's company. But there's definitely something about the situation being put on ice right now. And the friendship card is flipping out of the deck here. So Spirit, what is this person's emotion right now towards group 2? What is this person's emotion or feeling about group 2 at this time? We have apathetic and bored. They could be a little bit depressed. Okay. Yeah, and then we have marginalized falling out of the deck as well. So they feel like you don't see them anymore. Or that you guys have maybe left them out in the cold or vice versa. Like there's an energy of minimizing here that this person is doing. Like they're trying to make it seem like this connection didn't really mean anything to them, or that it's nothing, or maybe they feel like you're doing this to them. But you brought this person a lot of happiness, group 2. You make them feel really, really good. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are still talking to this person or not. There seems to be a bit of a disconnect that I see. But I would say overall, this person views you very positively. I think they were in love with you, group 2, whether they were admitting to it or not. There definitely seems to be something there emotionally for them. So comment below, group 2. Please let me know what is going on with this person. It's like, I feel like maybe when they first got into this, they were just coming over to you because they were bored or wanting validation or something. And then they just like got it over their head because you're so amazing. That's kind of the vibe. So let me know, group 2, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you all selected the perfect match oracle card, this will be your message. And today we're going to be looking into how your person is currently viewing you and this connection. So in addition to the perfect match card, we also have the archetype card of the mirror. Okay, group 3. So this is already like a really interesting vibe that I'm getting from these 2 cards. There's something that's pulling you two together from this person's perspective. And there's a mirroring energy here. So I feel like there is an attraction with this perfect match. There's something that's pulling the 2 of you, magnetically, spiritually pulling the 2 of you together. But there's like a deeper lesson that I feel that you guys are supposed to be learning from this situation. Sorry guys, hold on. My music needs to be rewound here in the background. Okay. So there's like some sort of a deeper lesson here with this mirroring energy. Like, I know that a lot of you guys are going to be watching these for romantic connections, and maybe this is a romantic connection for some of you, but there's something, it's almost like I'm getting a message about a contract, like a spiritual contract that you had with this person in this lifetime, that you would be attracted to each other for the sole purpose of like helping each other do some deeper self-reflection and introspection of your own souls. Because the mirror helps reflect back to us something that we need to see within. Okay, so this is so interesting, group 3. So let's keep going. Group number 3. How is group three's person currently viewing or perceiving them, Spirit, and this connection? The Ace of Pentacles. Two of Wands and Knight of Swords falling out of the deck. Okay, let's see if these are going to come out. Two of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. And the Temperance card. With the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So how are they viewing you, group three? Well, they definitely see you as a very confident leader. Okay. Queen of Wands is very sexy. She's very magnetic. She's commanding, confident in herself. I feel like these are traits that this person sees in you. You know, Queen of Wands, also like with this cat, I'm getting a very independent energy from this. You could be someone who attracts a lot of attention from this person's perspective. You definitely attract theirs. That's for sure. And going back to this mirroring energy, it's making me kind of wonder if this person is attracted to those qualities in you because there is something deficient in those qualities within themselves. Right? Like sometimes that happens where we're attracted to someone or we might envy the qualities that somebody else has because we wish that we had those qualities. You know what I mean? There's something there. We're going to see as we get more into this message. We're going to pull more cards in a moment. But how are they viewing this connection? So Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance. I feel like this person sees, like with the Two of Cups, like the two of you are on the same page. There's an opportunity here to invest more in this connection when it comes to this Ace of Pentacles being here. You know, with the Two of Cups and the perfect match, you guys are drawn to each other. There's like emotional harmony and compatibility that this person is feeling with regard to this connection. And I do think that with the Ace of Pentacles, they see that there is an opportunity for them to put more effort into this. The other thing that I feel for a lot of you guys is that maybe this person leading up until this point has not put a lot of effort, because the Ace of Pentacles, it is an energy of potential. It's when we know we have this opportunity that we can nurture and grow and build into this Ten of Pentacles, but maybe we haven't done it yet. And so with this Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles together, it is making me feel like this person, from their perspective, sees a lot of potential to build more with you because you guys already have this emotional connection. But maybe like in the 3D, like the effort or the seriousness of things, the progression of things in this connection, they still feel like they could put more effort in, or they need to put more effort in. There's potential that they haven't fully exercised yet. There is something about this connection where this person is thinking about long term with the Ten of Pentacles. I think you guys are very different. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? This is like a very intuitive message. It's not like literally reading the meanings of these cards when I come up with this. We have the Temperance card, okay? The Temperance card talks about blending energies together to create harmony and alchemy. And a lot of times we're blending energies together that are very different to create this harmonious situation or balanced situation. Balance is needed here because things are different. They see you as this Queen of Wands. You have the cat here. This is them in my view. This Ten of Pentacles, this masculine energy with the dogs, cat and dogs, different energies. Okay, this person, I wonder if there's somebody who's a little bit more grounded, more practical. They could be more focused on slower moving or building. They could be somebody who is really like companionship and loyalty are really important to this person. The other thing that I feel too with the dogs, right? Because dogs are trainable, right? Like they are more trainable, they are more loyal to their person. They're not as independent as cats are, right? Like a cat is can be very self-sufficient. I mean, I know all pets are different, but you guys get generally what I'm saying. Like a dog is definitely a little bit more like needier than a cat is. And I feel like it's just like how this person views each of you. Like this person might be used to people fawning all over them or being loyal to them or kind of falling in line with their commands. Maybe because of their title, their prestige, their tenure, their experiences. There is a maturity that they evoke. But like you don't do that, I feel, with this Queen of Wands. You march to the beat of your own drum. You have the cat energy. You're self-sufficient and you're independent. And I think that's why we have this alchemy energy here with Temperance. Like there's just something that this person sees as being very different about the two of you that needs to come into balance. Okay, let's keep going. What else, Spirit? How do they view? How does Group 3's person view them this time? We have Hina, courage. We also have Aphrodite, passion. So there's that Queen of Wands energy coming up. Let's take a look because I don't know the goddesses by heart. This is a Polynesian goddess. When Moon Goddess Hina appears, it means it's time for a change. She supports you through all transitions in your life, so take heart as you prepare for things to shift. Interesting. So there's something about this connection that represents a change for this person, that represents a shift for this person. And again, maybe there is something about this connection to you, this draw to you, that is mirroring something back to this person to help them understand inner work that needs to be done. I love like the keyword of courage here too. That could be something significant as well. This person may just view you as being very courageous. One thing that I do want to say though is I know that we're getting very spiritual and like in the weeds with this reading. I think that for a lot of you guys, just to give like a little bit more of a simple interpretation here with this Two of Cups, like I do think that this person with the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, I think that this person does view this connection as being like compatible and harmonious, and like the two of you are on the same page emotionally, maybe romantically. They see a lot of potential for this to grow into something more long-term, but with the Temperance card, understanding that it's going to take time. Like it's not going to be something that's just going to happen overnight. There's definitely an energy of them wanting to move more slowly with things here and be very practical. So it's like that emotional connection is there. That heartfelt energy is there. But I feel like as I'm shuffling the deck, I keep seeing this Children card. With the 10 of Pentacles, I almost feel like this person has other factors in the material realm that are playing into how fast they can move here. Okay. So how does this person view my group number 3 viewers, please, Spirit, and their connection? We have hot mess, chaotic energy, reflection needed. Interesting. We have soul contract. Contract signed to work together. That is so interesting. We do also have the energy of isolated, feeling sad and alone. And we have love here as well. It's interesting, guys, because with this 10 of Pentacles, a lot of times this card is depicted as like the family legacy card, and it's got like more going on in it. You know, like it'll have like a family, a husband, a wife, their children, their legacy, and the dogs. But it's interesting in this card how it's just the man with the two dogs, right? Which is making me feel like maybe this person, maybe they have built up this kind of life or this legacy for themselves. Maybe they've been married before. Maybe they have children, because we kept seeing the children card, but they feel very alone right now in their life. And even though they may look very polished and put together to you on the outside, I think Spirit is saying that there is a lot of chaotic energy that they're experiencing on the inside, which again is why we have this energy of temperance and needing to take things a little bit slow. Okay. But this is so interesting because this is exactly the energy I was getting at the beginning, where it's like there's some sort of a soul contract here between you guys where you're helping each other. Okay, let's continue. Ooh. How are they viewing this connection, please, Spirit? Forgiveness. Mistakes were made, but don't leave. I think this person may also feel like an abandonment issue. Like, I think they might worry that if they mess up, that they're going to get left alone. You know, and that could be part of like why this person presents a very put together image, because they don't want to reveal the inner messiness that they're dealing with, because maybe when they've done that before, people have left them. Let's see. How do they view this connection, please, Spirit? You guys could also be teaching each other forgiveness in this lifetime. That could be something that's being mirrored as well. We have jealousy. They can't see you being happy. Yeah, it's like you cannot be tamed. This person, they see that you're very independent in your qualities. And again, I think this person is used to like more, like an easier sort of compliance, if that makes sense. Like people just kind of obeying their orders, metaphorically, falling in line with their energy. And I just don't think that you do that. And I think that's difficult for them. Jealousy is a little different from envy, right? Like envy is kind of the energy of wanting something that someone else has, right? Whereas jealousy is sort of more of like that possessive energy of like not wanting to let someone go. So this person might be a little bit possessive over you, group 3 as well. It could have to do with your beauty and the way that you stand out. Maybe just like the fact that you're so, what's the word? Vibrant and independent. It might make them feel a little bit insecure, like they're not going to be able to hold you down. Okay, so how do they view you? How do they perceive my group 3 viewers? Please, Spirit. Seductive, sensual lover. We did also have the energy of sexual fantasies at the bottom of that deck as well. So there's definitely an attraction here. We have distracted, other pursuits. Yeah, it's like you have your own life, you know? And I feel like maybe part of this is like when you pull back your energy or just focusing on other things, it might trigger this person's abandonment wounds here. We also have relaxed, casual relationship. So it kind of goes back to what I was saying with this Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups in the beginning, where it's like there is this emotional chemistry and there's this like emotional connection here. But with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like maybe this person feels as though they haven't really invested in it for the long term yet, right? It's here, it's there to be invested in, but it's like with the Ace of Pentacles, we have to actually put in the effort first to see where it goes. They also just might see you as a very relaxed person in general. You know, like you're very chill. Okay. All right. So let's just close this out, group 3, by looking to see what emotion or feeling this person has about you at this time. How do they feel, Spirit, about my group 3 viewers? We have heartbroken. Wow. What happened, you guys? Did you guys break up? Or maybe they're just in a heartbroken space. We did have this isolated and alone energy here, so. We also have burdened. Okay, lots of dark energy here. And then we have angry coming through as well. Well, we also have not interested at the bottom of the deck. So maybe this person has iced you guys out a little bit here. But one thing that I would say is like, they definitely have feelings for you. Group 3, like 2 of Cups. There's definitely romantic feelings here. There's sexual feelings here. But they're, I think, a little triggered by something right now. I don't know if they're mad at you. Like, I don't really see them as being mad at you in this energy. But there's definitely something that they're feeling pretty frustrated and burdened over in their own life. And maybe it just has to do with external factors outside of this connection and not necessarily to do with you. But a lot of this is what's influencing the way they're showing up right now. And I feel is probably why they're not maybe investing as much as they would like to, because there's some sort of mess in their life that they need to clean up right now. Healing work that has to be done. And I think that this connection is mirroring that to them. So this is what I'm seeing, group 3. Comment below. Let me know what's happening with this person, and I'll see you in the next reading soon. Bye.